Everyone, it's Misty here. Welcome to an update video. I know it's been a couple of weeks. I have been so busy and so stressed. And I talked about possibly filming an update video when I came back from my rheumatologist appointment back on, was that last week? Last Thursday? I don't remember. Anyway, but I was just so tired. So for those of you who don't know, I am having back surgery on October 8th, and I've been trying to cook ahead, film ahead for my other channel. I'm offering 2 holiday card classes, and I'm trying to get all of this done by October 7th. Like, that's my deadline because I'm having surgery on the 8th, and the 24th will be a day where I can't get anything done, and the 3rd will be a day where I can't get anything done. So I've been really stressed, and I spent all of last week filming, and I'm only ahead 1 week. I don't know how that happened, but I'm having a rough go of things. I have myasthenia gravis and rheumatoid arthritis, along with this back crap. But the myasthenia causes extreme muscle weakness. It's an autoimmune disease that messes with the junction where the nerves and the muscles talk, and it causes extreme, extreme muscle weakness. And then the rheumatoid arthritis really bothers, it's mostly in my hands and the joints in my hands. So both things that I need to do to get shit done. So it's been rough. This week especially, because this is the week that I've really been doing a lot of bulk cooking. Started on Monday. I made 2 pot roasts, and I diced up 5 pounds of potatoes to put in them for Rob. And then I cooked like 4 pounds of chicken and diced that up. And then I cooked 10 pounds of Italian sausage and 2 pounds of bacon, which today will be turned into potato sausage soup. And I need to dice 20 more pounds of potatoes. And then yesterday I made sausage balls. I made 8 pounds of sausage balls, and I ended up making them big. I ended up getting like 84 out of 8 pounds, but I just knew that there was no way in hell that I would be able to sit there and roll 300 sausage balls. So got those done, packaged and put away. Today I'm making the soup because yesterday I just couldn't. I need to make pesto cream sauce. I've got 6 pounds of frozen green beans I need to cook, and the list just goes on and on and on. So, and then like I said, I've been trying to film for my Jolly Fat Elf channel and get some projects done and get blog posts written. And that's what I'm going to work on today, is writing blog posts and taking pictures and just stuff that doesn't require a whole lot of physical movement. Typing can be an issue, and my arms are basically dead today. Today's the first day that I managed a shower in the last couple of days, and that barely happened because I have to hold up the shower head where my shower bench is. So, and it's heavy. And so it was a challenge, but I did it, and, you know, got up, ran to Starbucks because I was like, that is my reward for, doing the damn thing. Just get a Trenta iced coffee, no classic, heavy cream instead of milk for Splenda. So yeah. So as far as what happened at the rheumatologist, I'm going to stay on the methotrexate, however you say it. And we went from 4 to 6 pills. It's actually helping, and she said it could take up to 6 months before I start feeling any relief. But my regular doctor said that if it was going to work, I would feel it in the first couple of weeks. And I've noticed a huge difference. If I just have like a regular day where I'm not overexerting myself, I wake up the next morning and my joints in my hands are fine. So I could cry. I could cry because that's one thing that's going right in this whole mess of mess. But so that's been really helpful. My back is I don't know. Some days I'm like, do I need to have surgery? And then the very next day my body goes, hello, you are broken. You need to be fixed. And if you've had this surgery, please don't tell me that you had problems down below. Seriously, please don't do that to me. I'm already stressed and worried, and I can't. So please don't. Please take pity on my emotions and not tell me that you've had the surgery I'm gonna have and you had issues. Just take it. I'm just gonna go into it, you know, as calm as I can be, and just what happens is what happens. I mean, I'm already kind of prepared for the worst because that's just my fucking luck, but I'm also trying not to borrow trouble. So, and right now I'm not even, like, I am so focused on getting stuff done here that I haven't even been concerned about that day. But the only thing that I'm having trouble because it feels like it's in 2 weeks. And maybe it is in 2 weeks. I don't know. But it's like, I just feel like I don't have enough time to get everything done that I want to get done. So what I'm going to do is try to get enough videos filmed until like the middle of November. So I think that's what, 6 weeks. So that's 18 videos done. So, because I already have next week's done and I've started the week after. So, if I can get that many done, edited, uploaded, scheduled, you know, social media scheduled, blog post written, supply list, all those things that go into a video, then I will be okay. Because I'm hoping that by the middle of November, I am basically back to normal. A lot of people, you know, are able to bounce back from the surgery within a couple of weeks, but I'm on immune suppression therapy and I'm taking a chemo drug, and that's just not how things work for me. So, like I said, I am preparing for the worst, but focusing on the best. I see the psychiatrist, I don't remember, next week, so he can clear me for surgery. I meet the anesthesiologist team. Yesterday we were supposed to have a webinar that's like required. It's like, this is a mandatory webinar. We could either go there to UT Southwestern or do a webinar, but they gave us like 3 days notice, and Rob has to ask off, and I was like, we're not going. I'm like, we're not going. Plus it was like at 4 p.m. I was like, nope, we're not going. So I signed up for the webinar, and no one showed up for the webinar. I was on like waiting for 30 minutes, and finally called the spine clinic, and they're like, yeah, you're not the first person that called. And I'm like, well, thank God. Luckily I didn't miss it, because it's like, I am having the surgery on October 8th, come hell or high water. So yeah. So other than that, I'm still doing carnivore. I feel like I've lost a little bit of weight in my face. That part is slimming down. When I was at the rheumatologist, the scale had a 4 at the front, and I just about died. At home, I'm still probably in the 390s, but I like literally almost cried because of this stupid weight gain. And it's like, I'm talking to my regular doctor when I see him on the 27th and asking him what other options I have besides Lyrica, because my neurologist just Lyrica or Cymbalta, and I'm like, there has to be something else. There has to be something else that I can take so I can chill out on this weight gain. So I'm gonna talk to him about that. And then my blood sugars have been under 200. Like yesterday I started out at 177, and like that was my fasting, and that was what it was when I went to bed. So I don't know if it just didn't move very much during the day or what, but I think what I'm gonna start doing is I have 2 different types of insulin. I have Novolog, which is a rapid acting, and then I have Novolin, which is medium acting. So there's Lantus or Levemir, Novolin. So Lantus Levemir is like 24-hour insulin. Novolin is a 12-hour insulin, and then Novolog is like within an hour or 2. So what I think I'm going to start doing is taking a small shot in the morning, like if my blood sugar is like 177 again, and then that way it'll stay low throughout the day, and hopefully the next morning I will be low. Yeah. So yesterday I had sausage balls, and I made low carb sausage balls, and they turned out so flipping good. I was really worried because I didn't want to lose the texture of how you do with Bisquick, like with Bisquick, because those were the best, but the texture is a little different, but they're still good. And if you go on Pinterest and find a low carb sausage ball that doesn't use cream cheese, it's just eggs, almond flour, baking powder, that's one of the recipes that I used. So those turned out really, really well. So I had those. And then for dinner, I told Rob, I messaged him like at 2, and I was like, I'm not cooking. There's just no way in hell. We're gonna have to get some dinner. So I wanted Arby's. So he went and got Arby's, and I just had the roast beef without the bread. So that's really all I had to eat yesterday. So I've been doing very low carb, like carnivore, basically. I haven't had carbs in a hot minute. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. On October 3rd, I go get my glasses. So it's like I have to get my blood sugar, and I think it's at a point where it's like under control. I think for me, my set point is just going to be a little higher, but I need it to be consistent because if you don't know this, and I didn't learn this until 10 years ago, once I moved to Tulsa and got health insurance, I went and saw an endocrinologist for the first time. And I'd been diabetic for 2 years by then. And I went and saw her, and one thing she wanted me to do was see an ophthalmologist, which I probably need to do again. So in all of my life, starting like in 3rd grade, I'd worn glasses or contacts. So I went, and of course I didn't wear them for my exam or whatever, and so he did the exam, and he was like, if I didn't know that you were already diabetic, he said, I don't see anything. And he said, okay, we'll see you, next year. And I was like, wait a minute, what about glasses? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I've worn glasses since I was 9 years old. And he said, you have 20/20 vision. I was like, what? So, and he just explained that when your blood sugar runs high, your lenses swell. And once you're back under control, and at that point I had been, when you're back under control, then your lenses go back to normal. And I know this for a fact. And if you're diabetic and this has happened to you, like if I go on a carb binge or bender, or if I go back, like before I started keto, when I was eating carbs consistently and my blood sugar would be, really elevated, or when I've had like, an infection, or I've been on a steroid for more than a week, once I'm off that steroid, I have to use reading, or I had to use reading glasses back then, but right now, since I already have glasses, everything goes blurry. And it's because when your blood sugar is high, your lenses swell. And when it comes back to normal, they go back to normal. So unfortunately, I don't have 20/20 vision anymore because of the myasthenia, but that's all right. So anyway, what was I talking about? Anyway, my guys. So I go October 3rd to get new glasses, which I realized I won't be able to pick up until the end of the month, probably because the surgery is the very next week. But at least I want my blood sugar normal for at least 2 weeks. That way, the prescription will be as close to right as possible. So yeah, so that's what's been going on over here. I haven't weighed other than at the rheumatologist, and it was like 401 or 402. But like I said, I'm just 40 pounds. I've gained 40 fucking pounds since November. Actually, most of this weight has been since like February. It's right around when I went up on my Lyrica. So, and with that and the insulin, it's just been really, really frustrating. So, but I've said that I'm not going to worry about it until after this surgery, and I'm not going to. So, I'm just doing what I know that I need to do. And like I said, just trying to make a plan for getting off Lyrica, and coming down off insulin. I'll get there. I know I will. So we'll just see. But yeah, so when I see you guys next week, I will have already gone and had all of that pre-surgery shit done. So I'll fill you in on that. Hopefully the psychiatrist approves of my brain health. I didn't get to go to therapy today because my therapist is having an angiogram. Something. He had quadruple bypass a few years ago, and he's got some blockage again, so he had to go have a procedure done. So I know I won't see him this week, and I may not see him next week either. So I'm making it. I asked my brother to come down on the 7th to go with me. Fuck. This will be the first time that I've gone under anesthesia since getting the myasthenia, and myasthenia can be really rough with anesthesia, and I'm just really scared. So, asked my brother if he would come down on the 7th so I could spend the day with the people I love. And then he can go with and help keep Rob company on the 8th. So hopefully he'll be able to do that. But yeah, so this is another reason why I'm trying to keep myself busy, because I just can't focus on it. I just have to just keep on moving and keep going and just do what I can do, and you know, just keep my mind off of it. So yeah, that's it. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you are healthy and happy wherever you are, and I'll talk to you guys sometime next week. Bye for now.